There are three metrics in Google Ads that are very sneaky in their importance. Three metrics that you need to pay attention to if you want to have a successful Google Ads account. So in this week's video, we're going to define these three metrics. We're going to talk about impression share, we're going to talk about top impression share, and we're going to talk about absolute top impression share. We're going to demystify these definitions because the names make it a little bit confusing, and we're going to put it in layman's terms so that you can understand what they mean going forward. My name's Scott Redgate. I'm an online marketing coach, and let's dive in. So let's talk about three metrics in Google Ads that are very sneaky. In my opinion, these are the most complicated metrics in terms of their names, but when you actually peel back the layers, they're actually quite simple to understand. So let's dive in. Okay, so to set the scene, you can see all three of these metrics for search campaigns. And for shopping campaigns, you're limited to 2 out of the 3. You can see search impression share and absolute top impression share. Okay, so now that we've gotten that out of the way, let me explain why this actually matters. So, impression share gives you a general sense of how often your ads are actually appearing. Top impression share indicates how often you're getting premium placement, which typically leads to a higher click-through rate and more clicks. And then absolute top impression share shows how often you're achieving the very, very top ad position, which obviously maximizes your visibility and your click potential. And to make this a little easier for you to understand, I took a screenshot from a Google search results page for the term lawyers online. And what I did here was I took a screenshot of the top of the page and the bottom of the page where the ads were. And then I couldn't fit everything on one screen, so I just say non-ads here for the middle of the page or the guts of the actual search page. Now, when we are talking about the absolute top impression share, we are talking about when you are showing up for that very top ad placement, that number one spot at the top of the page. For top impression share, we are talking about your ads appearing in the top section. So in this example, there's 1, 2, 3 ads that are at the top of the page. And when we talk about general impression share, we are talking about if your ad got an impression on the entire search results page. And so that could include the bottom of the page as well. Let me share with you Google's definitions for these metrics, and then let me give you an example. Impression share is the percentage of impressions that you've received on Google search sites divided by the estimated number of impressions that you were eligible to receive. So the example that I have for this is, imagine you have 100 opportunities for your ad to show. So your ad was eligible to show 100 times. If your ad only appeared 60 times, your impression share is 60%. Okay, now for top impression share. This is the percentage of impressions that you've received among the top ads in the search result page divided by the estimated number of impressions that you are actually eligible to receive among the top ads. Again, when we hop back to this graphic right here, it makes it a lot easier to understand, even though the definitions sound very similar. And then for absolute top impression share, we're talking about the percentage of search ad impressions that are shown in the most prominent search position, the number one spot. So my example here is, out of those 70 times that you were eligible for a top spot, if your ad got the very first position 20 times, your absolute top impression share is about 29%. So the question is, why should you care about these three metrics? Well, the reason why I said that they can be a sneaky important metric in Google Ads is because let's say your account is not driving the results that you were hoping for. Let's say it's relatively low clicks, you're not getting any conversions, and you want to know what's happening behind the scenes. Well, there's a chance that the keywords that you are actually targeting in Google Ads are low volume keywords. And if that's the case, it's going to be tough to have a successful ad account because there's just not a lot of search volume there. But on the flip side, maybe you're targeting amazing keywords that have a ton of volume and you're still not getting the results that you would like. Well, one of the reasons why that might be happening is because you could be showing up low in terms of your ad position on the page. You might be showing up at the bottom of the page. You might not be showing up at all, and you definitely won't be showing up in the absolute top number one spot. And so that's why these three metrics are so important, because it can be an indicator for you for whether you need to be more aggressive with your bids. Maybe you need to see improvements in your quality score, which can help you show up higher in the page. And to put it in simple terms, if you have low absolute top, low top, and low impression share, you're just not getting enough click volume for the keywords that you're targeting to really make a difference in your account. I hope this video was helpful for you, and if you want to actually drive good results in your Google Ads account, make sure to download my free PPC cost-cutting cheat sheet. You can get it at scottredgate.com/cheat sheet, and I'll leave a link in the description below.